Hey guys, this is Vandana here. Hope everybody is doing well. So, welcome to the second episode of my interview show, that is Expert Advice. And I am here with one another expert, and we have our second guest, Bhavin Kunjadia, with us, and who is an organic affiliate marketer. So let us welcome him and learn from him how he reached from $200 to $2,000 in a month in just a time period of 3 months. So let us welcome him. Hey Bhavin, how are
Hello, ma'am.
you?
How are you?
I'm good.
I'm doing good. How are you?
I am also good. So
Good,
welcome to
good,
the
good.
show. Yeah.
Thank you, my time. Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah, I'm happy to have you here as my guest. Yeah,
Same here. Feelings are mutual.
yes.
Okay,
So let us start. So
sure,
first of
definitely.
all, yes, yes. So first of all, we would like to know about your backstory, how you got started, and how you reached this goal
Hmm.
of $2,000 in a month. Yes.
Yeah, story is like uh, actually the affiliate marketing story started like last year. Basically, just like most of the people started last year because of the Corona pandemic, and I was one of the I can say I was affected badly in that particular situation as well, mentally and obviously financially as well. So that was the peak time that I realized that we need to do something apart from the regular things which we're doing to strengthen our financial goals basically. So uh, I came across affiliate marketing term for a long time back, but started doing something in last year. So came across so many videos, YouTube videos, and even I took couple of courses as well last year. Invested some good amount of money as well. But the thing was that I didn't have any particular concept clear in my mind as well. Even though I was going through some theoretical fundamentals as well, but those were all most of the paid marketing, paid affiliate marketing stuff. So initially it was like already we are going through some financial problems, and how can we spend more money on the advertisement and all these things. So I tried some of the Facebook ads and Google ads stuff as well. Even got some good result as well, but it wasn't sustainable for a long time because when you're doing Facebook ads or Google ads, you need to pay money in advance, and when you get result from affiliates, means when you get the sales, you need to wait for at least like 30 days or 45 days. So those time period was not was not very good for me that time, and later on I find out that this is not the way I can scale my business for a long time. So I quit that particular paid marketing stuff and realized that if I am just doing paid marketing all the time, then it won't be then for a long term sustainable business. So I tried again for so many different ways to do affiliate marketing without like having a organic way basically, and came across like blogging and many people say do YouTubes and all these things. But again, I have no idea about I'm kind of guy that it's not easy for me that time that to come on the camera and record anything, because I never spoke on the video, I never faced camera before in my life. So that fear was inside in me from long time. So again, that was the flop show for me as well. But when you have that particular why in your mind to that push you every single time to go further, until unless you are not at your low in your life, you are not able to take that particular strong action. So in December 2020, one night there was some situation going on because of the scenario in the outer world as well, in the world as well. So one night there was some I was thinking something, and suddenly I realized that actually my son was sitting sleeping next to me, and I saw him, and I realized something like uh, what is his problem, and what is his fault in this situation which he's going through right now because of me. And there was some feeling that came across in my mind, and that thought uh, gave me that energy and that boost, I can say. that now I need to do something, because this is not the way I can live my life, where I can give my family this life as well, because I wanted to make them happy, and I want them to be happy as well. So
Yes.
from that particular moment, uh, I break all my barriers, that I will do whatever it takes for, I need to make this work for me, because I can see many people on the Facebook or even in the YouTube, they are doing so much good amount of work. So why can't we? That was the point it came in my mind. And from January 2021, I started my journey as a Facebook organic marketer. I tried to learn so many things from different videos and all these things, but initially it was like a little bit, you are going through without any direction and without any knowledge, right? So
Yes.
I tried my ways out, but again, if you do not have the right direction, you again not going to reach your destination on time. So I took 1 for hour challenge in May 2021, and that was the time, that was the turning point of my life. That that particular training gave me so much information about, uh, like that is something, I can say, as Russell also mentioned in that particular training, that it is the MBA for sales and marketing. And you came across so many gold nuggets in that particular training, from your how to find a customer, what customer avatar and where they are, how to pitch your customer, how what kind of message you should throw into the market, how to give your message out in the world, what are the ways you can drive your customer from point A to point B to point C, that way, a value ladder stuff as well. So that was something, that 30 days changed whole my life. And from that particular point, I decided that I'm going to start with selling 1 for hour challenge. Um from June, July was okay, because I was still trying to make something, some good impact into the Facebook organic marketing. So I tried to help so many people in initial time. And officially from, I can say, August, the sales started coming in. Try to help so many people. I told them, I actually explained them, I gave them provide the value, like how OFA can help them. So the time you find out uh, why OFA is better for them, then only you can talk about like how you can utilize Facebook 1 for hour challenge in their life. Otherwise, it will be like you are just throwing the balls in the air, and there is no one is going to catch it, right? So the time, when you start deep dive into your prospects life, like what are they facing in the life, what are the problems they are facing, and whether or not your product can solve the problems or not, then it will be easy for them to, they can easily relate with the product. And then it will be easy for them to take the decision that, okay, yeah, this product can help me out. So from October, November, say August, September, the journey started. And October was one of the best period, I can say, because I worked so much from May to September, and that whole hard work paid off in October, and I crossed my $2,000 mark in October, basically.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the power of one funnel away challenge. It's transforming so many lives. Even I am also with the OFA, so it's a
Yeah.
very yeah, the best training ever. So yeah.
Obviously, I can say that it's a foundation. This is something I personally feel like this is the foundation of online marketing. If you are starting out as a, in any, if you are even do if you are doing in Facebook ads or Google ads, anything, I consider 1 for hour challenge as your foundation. If you are into affiliate marketing or any funnel building, any services, this is
Yes.
the foundation of your basic sales and marketing. And one should obviously, once at least, this is this is the underrated price of this product, I can say that, because the amount he is charging is like peanuts for the information which is providing in that particular 30 days training. And apart from his own training, he also got his expert available over there, with they are doing more, adding more values as well. So yeah, I highly recommend, whoever wanted to start the journey here.
Yes. Yes. So, as you are an organic affiliate marketer, so let
Yeah.
us tell about some ways how to do affiliate marketing organically. If you can suggest some ways.
Yeah, basically, Facebook organic marketing is very simple. Initially it was very difficult when I started out, because I was trying to, solving the puzzles because I didn't have that particular mindset or, ideas about how to do Facebook marketing. But when I realized everything, when I learned from from different mentors as well, Facebook organic marketing is very simple if you just, solve the puzzles in right manner, basically. So in that particular Facebook organic marketing, you need to start with the basic thing is your Facebook profile, right? And Facebook profile, it will I can say five fundamentals of the Facebook profile, which is your first Facebook cover, Facebook profile, bio, intro, and your content. And
Yes.
along with that, your feature section as well there. So these are the basic stuffs which you need to sort it out before you start any kind of organic marketing. And there are a little bit small stuff inside as well. You need to make sure your message is very clear, right? And your message has to be very sharp, very sharp with for your audience as well, because if you just take it as a journal message, then it won't reach your audience in specific time. Because if you let me give you a small example. If you just say I help people, right? I help people to make their first $100 on Facebook affiliate marketing. This is very general term. You cannot say anyone like with the you can say like $100 to on anyone. It will be very difficult for people to judge like what kind of particular niche you are targeting, right? If
Yes.
you just put
Yes.
down like little bit more in depth in your message, so it will impact more people and directly to the right audience. So I recommend when you passing your message to your audience, make sure you will do little bit homework about that, and take some note and pen in your hand and just try to sort it out, like who is your target audience, who and how you want to help them. That is the base part. Like what are you need to make sure in your mind like what kind of problem they are facing right now because of the problem they are having right now, and what kind of problem your product can solve for them or your
Yes.
skills can solve for them. So it will be easy for you to target those people, and once you know about their problem, so it will be easy for you to give them a solution, right? So once you do the Facebook profile optimization, then it will be the second part. We generally start with like having groups. We need to find out like what are the groups they are mostly engaging with. You need to go there, make sure you are not doing any kind of selfie stuff over there. Make sure you need to help people over there. Try to build your authority into that particular group, right? Make some make some kind of your make it as your own group. I personally feel like if you're not having admin of that particular group, but feel like this is your group, and all the people out there who are having problems, you try to help them, right? Most of the
Yes.
people feel like if I give them solution, how when then why they are going to buy from us? See, people, you are giving them information. That's it. Yeah, you are just giving information. You are not giving them strategies. People are information is free. Knowledge is
Yes.
everywhere. You can just get the knowledge from everywhere, from Google, YouTube, everywhere. But people are charging for the strategies, like step by step strategies. People are charging for that, and people are paying for that only, right? So when you providing value, that doesn't mean that they're not going to come to you for in the future, and they if they want if your product can help them, they will definitely pay for that. But you need to make them comfortable, like you are there to serve first. Like if you are just going there to just say, no, I have this product. If anyone is interested, and put a link over there, or just go there and adding people randomly in your friend list and just send them a DM and say, I saw your post in so and so group, and this is my link. You can join it out. It won't help you at all. It won't
Yes.
help you at all. So you need to make sure you build your authority into that particular group for some time, right? And obviously, outreach initially, you are new into the Facebook marketing, make sure you have some basic fundamentals of your Facebook profile. You should at least add 10-15 people every single day from your target audience group as well, not like random people from any other groups. If you add more people, there is a small algorithm hack behind that, because when you add people, if they accept your friend request, it will help you to put your message loud and clear into the live, into the Google, into the Facebook as well, right? So when you put some value post on your profile, so they will engage. When they engage, they comment on your post as well, and it will help you to grow your Facebook profiles reach as well later on in the future, right? So these are the fundamentals you need to do later on when you start Facebook marketing. And yeah, Facebook marketing with the messenger is also one of the good part. You need to these are the stuff you will definitely learn step by step once you know start implementing all this stuff, because there is no
Yes.
such a script you can follow while you talking to people, because you have no idea what kind of mentality or mindset that opposite person has, right? So you will learn all this thing later on in the future as well. So stay there, because this is not a one night kind of game, right? I just wanted to be honest with you guys. This is not something like you learn within a 1 or 2 days, right? This is the hard work. If you can pick anyone in the on the Facebook organic marketing field, no one can say that they got the result within a 1 day or 2 day. No, no one can say that,
Yes.
because it
Yes.
is not that easy, right? Because without trust, no one can buy from you. People buy results, not buy the products, right? So this is the best thing Russell Brunson also mentioned. People buy result, not the product. So you need to give them that trust as well. So they relate with you as well, as you are their uh, well wisher. Basically, you are not there to sell, you are there to solve the problems. So these are the stuff you need to start working on it as well. Yeah,
Yes. So first thing is like right message to the right people is important, and next thing is like you should have the mindset of helping others, helping people. That's the thing that we
obviously.
have, yes, that we have to work on.
I need
So
to add one thing over here. Like most of the I think if anyone starting out as a Facebook organic marketer, they already heard about this basic stuff like mindset, adding
yes,
values, consistency. These are the words they already know into the market. There are many people they are talking from ages, like from one
yes,
year 2 years. There are so many good marketers talking about the same word, repeating every single day in their different value products and value posts and videos. But the thing is that how easy they sound, they are not. They are really really hard to intact in your life and to implement all these things really, because your days are not same every single day, right? You feel one day you feel high, one day you feel low, right?
yes,
So this is something you need to practice every single day, right? I highly recommend guys do some meditation if you can. I'm not doing meditation, but I I suggest because some people are doing. I do affirmation every single day, like before I go to sleep and wake up in the morning. I do affirmation, like whatever my goals are there, I feel that I achieved my goals. So these are the stuff remind your brain as well and your subconscious mind that this is the thing you are here for. And every single day, if you remind your subconscious mind, so you can work on that particular goal every single day.
yes. Okay. Thank you guys who are watching us live. Kindly put hashtag live if you're watching it as live, and hashtag replay if you will, uh, you know, uh, watch it as replay. So thank you so much. If you are having some question, then you can put in the comment section so that we can take your questions also. So yeah, Bhavin. So next question I want to ask, like, as we move forward in our journey, so
Mhm.
we face many kind of challenges.
Mhm.
So, what kind of challenges you have faced during your journey till now?
I can say when I started, like from after one from a challenge, when when I realized that I wanted to promote this product only and organically. That was the thing when I realized that I going to start my journey that way. Initially, it is very difficult because you have no idea how to explain others, right? What kind of things you need to type it down on the Facebook wall, so that can easily transfer your emotions to other people, right? And when initially time I didn't know about the value thing. What is the value basically? So value is something for me, like like most of the people feel value in the sense of giving away something. Like most of the time people do some kind of ebooks or some kind of videos and all these things to explain other people that these are the stuff you can do. But initially time when you do not have any kind of authority into the market, you do not have any credibility, so you feel low because every single day you wake up and you have that enthusiasm that I wanted to do something today. I'm going to crack my at least one goal or one sale today. And it wasn't easy initial time, so I felt a little bit demotivated initial time as well. And but uh, the time I realized that why I'm failing every single moment, I felt like I got the product, I got the base product, that is good. I know I wanted to do this one, but I didn't have that particular accountability partner, or I can say I didn't have that particular force with me to who guide me all the time. Right? I cannot say I cannot ask Russell Bronson to guide me that time because I cannot afford him. But yeah, there are so many wonderful people in the community. Uh, I always watch them, and initially it would be very hard for me to reach out to them because being an introvert, it was very difficult for me to reach out to other people. But
Yes.
again, I told you that when you have this mindset that I want to grow, and when you grow, when you raise your hand, then only you can learn, right? If you do not raise your hand and just sit down and waiting for someone to come to you and help you out, it won't happen in this world, right? So I started reaching out to people who are already doing some good work into the market. And I asked too many questions about, like, how can I go ahead from this one, and what kind of things I need to do. As long as you have your mindset clear, that is something you need to make sure, because you have faith in your product, that is good. You know about your product very well, that is fine. But if you do not have the mindset, your own subconscious mind theory as well, you do not have your own power, right? You do not have your own confidence, because no one going to give you confidence, right? You need to build your confidence yourself. You can listen hours of videos on hours of audios and other people's talking about motivation. That is good, but until unless you do not accept yourself that I wanted to do something from my own credibility, you're not going to take that particular positivity in your day. So that time I started about I learned from one of my good friend about the affirmation, and he guided me about this stuff. So I noted down all my goals on the paper, and I remember every single day before going to night. Like from July I started this activity. From July I started, before I go to sleep and wake up in the morning, first thing I started reading this kind of all the goals. And those goals actually give me power, because those goals are not like small goals for me. I created the big goals which I wanted to create for, like, for next 5 months, right? And that's why that all goals, when you read all of them every single day, so that become your habit later on. And I started out reaching out to people. And when this is the good part, I think I learned from one of my mentor as well. When you reach out to people, you are going to give them value. So in return, if you cannot ask for money, but at least ask for their testimonials, right? That will become your social proof, right? This is a social currency we need to build in the initial time. And later on, these 5 6 currencies, you can say social currencies, will give you a lot of motivation yourself that you are capable of doing this stuff. So later on, from August, everything started, because in August I came across one of the good product as well. So that is also gave me a good community back end support as well. And I learned so many things from those guys as well. So yeah, I highly recommend, it is you have, either you can go for the mentor. If you are, if you really wanted to achieve something very quickly, I highly recommend go for the mentor, because I made a mistake in initial time. I didn't have a mentor. So when I took the mentor, I can see, my journey started, like, if I took that particular decision in the initial time, I might cross my 2K goal maybe in the September, maybe July, or maybe August. So at least, if you have a goal of making one sale, see, without investing in your own journey, you're not going to make that one sell in, like, within easily, right?
Yes.
Make sure
Yes.
you have a right person next to you, at least that community is like-minded people. Talk to them, ask for help if you have any questions, and be there, because your community defines your future. That's what I learned from so many people around me. You have a community, and what kind of community you have, and that will define your future. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. So self investment and surrounding with like minded people, it's important to grow.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. Exactly.
So
Self
next thing,
investment, it doesn't mean like money ways only, because I see, I'm not saying that you need to invest like, a lot of money in your
yes,
self learning. You need to obviously, when you want to learn something strategically from some mentor, obviously he is going to charge you for his experience and his hard work as well. So you cannot deny that fact that he should do that everything for free. No one is going to do for free. Even you are not going to do for free in the future as well.
yes,
So
yes,
but you try to be there with them. At least they are going to give you so much of values in their free challenges, their free videos, free lives. Just stalk that particular person whom you admire. Stalk in the anywhere possible, day and night. Just watch out his all the videos, all the post, all the whatever he does, and you start learning something. And as soon as you get some kind of small success, I highly recommend to reach out that particular person and tell that particular guy that because of you I am starting improving myself. Now can you mentor me or not?
yes,
Right? Don't leave it in the sky, like you got some value and you're just leaving him away because of his training or whatever training you can say, what because of his journey. If you're getting small value or small success, reach out to that person and tell him. He will definitely guide you better, and he will streamline your journey definitely.
yes. Next thing that I wanted to ask, but half of the question you have already answered. So I want to ask, like, in your opinion, what is the best way to start the day to make the day more productive and more creative?
Okay, see, my routine life is very disturbed. I can say that. I wanted to be honest with you. I'm not going to tell stories like I wake up 6 in the morning and do some yoga and this. I don't do all these things. Sorry for that. But because of the only one reason, because I am working like long hours. I work most of the night. Many people
Yes.
made my community who are familiar with me. I am awake whole night, and I I sleep like 4 o'clock in the morning or 5 o'clock in the morning. So I'm not a day guy. I'm a night guy. I can say that. But even though whenever I go to sleep, like 4 or 5:30, whatever time I'm going to sleep, I make sure I do some rituals. I have particular rituals I follow every single day. Like I stay at least I have a couple of videos which I listen every single day before I go to sleep, and I do some as I mentioned about that affirmation which I have. So I spend like 15 minutes before I go to sleep, like and I summarize whole my day, that what I did today, what I didn't, what I missed today, did I help someone or not today, if I missed something or not. And whenever I wake up in the morning, I don't know want to tell the time, but when I wake up in the morning, like I do the same thing, like what are the things I need to do today, and the same affirmation I follow again. I'm little bit still lacking in the calendar kind of stuff, because I'm planning out. I'm trying to streamline my weekly goals now, because that is something which gives you more motivation when you have the small goals as well in the weekly goals. So I'm trying to go for that as well in the future.
Okay. So let us know about your source of inspiration behind all
Oh,
those things. Yeah.
so see, there's a long list of inspiration I can say, because uh, see, always, you have your family always. That is something always inspire you all the time, right? And for me, my son is inspiring me every single day, because I see him every single day for 24/7. The enthusiasm he got, I don't know from where, but he is like he's energetic every single time. Doesn't matter if it's a 3 in the night or 4 in the morning of 11 in the afternoon. He's just energetic, and I when I realized, like, I was thinking like, how can he's having this kind of energy. The thing which I find out from that particular thing is like he's enjoying his life, right? He doesn't care about anyone, right? And when you have this mentality in your own life, right, you if people are thinking too much for other people, like what they will think about it, what other will think about me, how do I look on in front of the camera, and if I do something on my Facebook, what other will say. These are the stuff people are block their mind with the journey. So my son is the biggest inspiration for me, because when I realized it, why he doesn't care about anyone. If there is prime minister standing outside with him, he doesn't care, right? So he's
That's
free. He's free bird,
yes.
right? And you need to be free bird in your journey as well, right? When once you open your, open your arms and just go with the flow, right? Definitely you are going to have this energy in you, right? You wanted to help people and you wanted to go with the flow. So that is one thing I get energy from them. And obviously, there are so many good marketers in the field as well who are doing a tremendous amount of work, and they are a big inspiration for me. I don't want to give any particular name here because there's a long list, but yeah, those guys are tremendous amount of energy, and they give me so much invisible energy every single day because I note down their name as well, right? Whenever I feel something like I wanted to do something new, I have those names, and I find out if that person is in my situation, what he will do, right? And I take action based on their thought process because I watch them every single day, right? And every single has the different kind of a skill as well in terms of mindset, in terms of taking action, in terms of talking to people. So whenever I have questions, if I am available, if they are available with me, so I ask them directly, or I just see their name in my book, and I just ask the question if that person is in my situation, what they will do. And I get so many answers cleared most of the time in the night time because that is the peaceful time. So yeah, I got so many answers in that particular scenario. And above all, obviously, I have my spiritual master, my guru is there, so he's always there for me. Yeah, there are so
Okay,
many
awesome.
sources of energy.
Right. So, what next thing I want to ask, like, what are your favorite marketing tools that are helping you to grow in your business? Can you tell us about
Huh.
that?
Yeah, for my particular, I I'm using only one or couple of tools right now. I have that one Facebook Messenger CRM which I'm using most of the times, and I say that because of that only, that also helped me a lot when I reached my $2,000 goal, because that is the particular software which I use, that is called L Messenger Pro. Not everyone is aware of that particular software, and many people are not in the favor of automation as well, right? But see, automation is a part of life. You need to accept it if you do not want. That is your personal perspective. But see, you are not here to explore everything about that particular software. If you just take one or two features from that particular software and you can make it big, do it. I'm not using automation from the software, but I know there are so many other benefits which I can utilize from that particular software, and I'm using it. And it saves me a lot of time. It saves me a lot of time because I know where my ideal customers, where my dream customers are hanging around, right? I know what kind of message I need to pass to them first, right? Because this is what I feel. When you do not have that particular authority and people come to you, you need to go out into the market, right?
Yes.
Because if Facebook has given this particular feature that you can add friends someone, right? That means it is useful as well. So where are your ideal customers, just go there, add them and send them a message at least. And that message should be the greeting message, that you are not there for selling, but you are there for networking, that you are
Yes.
there for either get help from them, or you're there for help, you provide your help as well, right? So the
Yes.
message which you want to pass on to them, that is most important, right? I'm not saying I'm the master of, I cracked the whole code, like decode the whole mastering about messaging stuff. But I can say I realized later on, when because I did a more than 1,000 2,000 reach out from last for 3 or 4 months, and I experienced so many different kinds of people who are blocking me every single day. But there are other sources as well where I got so much sales as well. Right, $2,000 is the 1 month goal, but I made some other sales as well because of that only. Because you are building relation, your mindset is clear. Because most of the time, what happens, people are reaching out to others in the state of mind that I want to sell them, right? In that scenario, you're going to initially time you start with the conversation with the help, but in your mind you have a sale in your mind, so you're going to pitch within like 1 or 2 minutes, right? This is not
Yes.
the right way, right?
Yes.
Pitching is not something you need to do in the messenger. You need to wait for that particular person or the prospect to ask you,
Yes.
right? They will ask you once you start providing value. They will ask you, how can I do this one, how can I learn this one, how can I, can you suggest me something? This is something which we do in inbound leads as well, right? So in outbound there is only 5 or 6 steps which you do extra. That is also hard work. In inbound leads, you know that person is already interested, they know you, and they come
Yes.
come to you and they ask for your help directly. But here you need to just put a little bit extra efforts to make them comfortable, that okay, don't worry, we are here to, I'm here to help you only, right? And I have so many case studies about my personal calls and messengers that I didn't even believe myself sometimes that I can do this kind of calls and this kind of communication with the people, and people realizing they they feel very comfortable when once you have this mindset to help people, right? And solving people's problems is one of the best feeling in the world. That's what I personally feel so far. Yeah.
Okay.
So that software helps me a lot. It's also systemize my Facebook Messenger as well, because I can easily note down the people's tag, like who is my hot lead, who is my cold lead. So I'm not wasting my time on the cold leads most of the time. I'm only wasting no, not wasting, but I'm only spending my most of the times on the warm leads and nurture leads and the hot leads. So that is also saving me a lot of time rather than talking to people who are not even interested in my services or in my to help, to get help as well. Because you also find so many people who are just talking to you on the messenger and have no even intention to buy or even intention to get help from you as well. So better you stay away from those kind of people as well. And once you have this everything set up properly, so your sales process will be a little bit fast, because you're talking to only those people who are interested in your kind of your help or your services. So over the period of time you find out, like in the first month you might not get a sale, but you have a leads, right? You have the flow of leads in the initial stage of the funnel. And later on, slowly once you start providing them value, maybe after 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months, they will start converting later on.
Yes. So many times, what happens? People who are in the initial stages, they get frustrated and they give up very early. So, what would you say to the people who are just starting out or who are in the initial stages?
Breathe, guy, breathe. Breathe, come on. See, whenever you feel low, this is um, as I mentioned before as well, your why has to be very strong, right? And never made a plan B. Never ever try to make a plan B for your journey, right? Because once you make a plan B, you are going to give your only 50%, maybe the less than that. So first thing, make sure your why is very strong. It is not something like I want to earn money. This is not your why, right? Or I want to buy iPhone 11 or iPhone 12. This is not the why, right? I want to achieve like 50,000 rupees per month goal. This is not a why. Why has to be very strong. The strong is, that means you, if that why is not achieved by you, your life is finished. Think like that, like it's a do or die situation, right? Make that kind of why in your life, so you cannot lose single second of your day. Like, okay, you say you do not feel like okay, relaxed, if I do some kind of laziness in my 1 or 2 hours or 1 or 2 days, this is not you feel reminded, this it will shake on your whole pillar of your journey, right? Initially time, freedom, financial freedom is there, you want to achieve is good, but this is not something you need to achieve, you can achieve within a couple of months, right? Financial freedom, it will take some time. You need to build your foundation first. Otherwise, even you start making money within a month, it won't, you cannot sustain for a long time. So make sure your hard work should be there every single day, in and out. If you want to work 12 hours, 15 hours, this is not 9 to 5 job. Make sure in your mind, if you are living your 9 to 5, make sure this is like 10 to 12 hours job, right? And take this seriously. This is your business, this is your business for your lifetime, right? So in initial time, give your all 100%, everything. Make your strong why, right? And this is something you need to remember every single day, that you are having a goal to achieve, right? If you do not have a goal, you are not going to reach anywhere. That is something which is very, very, very precise, and I wanted to put more effort, more stress on this particular term, goal. If you do not have a goal, make sure you start making some goals in your day, monthly goal or quarterly goal, whatever you wanted to make. Because once you have that goal, you read that goal every single day and you can work over it, right? And never lose hope, man, guys. Never lose hope. There are millions of people are doing good amount of work on online marketing. You can do as well. You can
Yes.
earn money on Facebook. You can on I am just focusing on Facebook right now because there are so other platform as well you can utilize. But Facebook has that strength and that ability which can easily make you like 5,000, $10,000 a month goal. You can easily achieve it. You can easily achieve it. But you need to stay there on a journey for long.
Yes.
Stay
Yes.
continuous with your journey.
Yes. So next thing that I want to ask, like, what are your thoughts about limiting beliefs?
I crossed my all my limiting beliefs. Let me give you examples. Right now, I think we've been talking. I think I'm on live. I never record a video, but I'm live like from last 41 minutes. This
Yes.
is one of the biggest limiting belief I had. Like how I look in front of camera, what people will think about me, right? I never record a video. I never go on any kind of group talks. I never do group talks. I feel very shy. I'm kind of introvert guy. I don't talk to new people directly. Like if there are if I'm somewhere in meetings in the past or somewhere, I cannot go and approach anyone. It will like how can I do this? I start shaking my hands and my legs, right? And one of the limiting belief I had, like I cannot do it. Like if something I can without even trying, I make the decision like I cannot do it without even trying it. So that is something I'll overtake. Like I now I am doing something and then make a decision like whether it is okay for me or not, right? So yeah, that is something I learned. And one of the biggest limiting belief I had, like talking to people who are outside of India, right? Because they are more, we feel like they are more kind of advanced people already. And when we as freshers, if we go and talk to them, how what they will think about me, they are not going to entertain me as well, right? I broke all the limiting beliefs, and now I'm serving so many people from outside of India as well, because I had this thing in my mind that my product is best, right? And it can solve problems. That's it.
Yes.
Once I find out the people's problem, if they are having a problem, then I am the best for that. I can say that. That thing, that confidence you need to build in yourself. If they have a problem, you can solve it. That's it. Don't think about what they will think about you. You are there to solve the problems. Do it. That's it. And yeah, so find out your limiting belief and work on that. Take some imperfect action as well. Don't worry. Initially time when I started video recording, it was like so much noise in the background, and I started fumbling in the middle of the video as well. But it was okay because no one was watching me in this time, right? So I didn't care about that stuff. But this is the practice. This is the habits, right? You start building your habits later on in the future. So uh, 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, 4 months. Now it's a habit. So now I'm feeling more comfortable if I'm talking, if I'm sitting with 1,000 people in front of me. I don't care about it because I know what I'm going to talk, and this is true. This is the fact. To explain with the people, because people
Yes.
are not here to judge you. They are here to listen to you.
Yes. Yes.
And if you have good
Exactly.
information, just pass on to them. Only one person, if out of the 1,000 people, only one person get at least 1% of your value, your job is done. That's it.
Yes. Right. Right. So next thing that I want to ask, like, what is the greatest learning that you learned during your journey? If you want to share
Oh,
some.
greatest learning, uh, I can say believing in yourself, that is something which I learned. And see, I learned one thing which from one of my mentor, I can say that uh, follow up is one of the best thing which you know most of the people lacking in their journey, right? Follow up in the sense of like, once you talk to someone, and if you do not give them proper attention, you do not follow them after particular time, and wake them up that, okay, what we discussed last time, are you on the right track or not, right? So that is something will lead you in the future for the sale as well, because people feel like, if we just try to follow up them again and again, they might feel disturbed as well sometimes, or they might feel arrow, they feel angry, right? But when you know that person has a problem, right, and if you're following up on the right time, right, they need you basically. They
Yes.
need your accountability every 2 or 3 days, right? And guys, you cannot make everyone happy, right? If you're talking to 10 people, maybe 5 or 6 might be angry on you, but you are not here to entertain those people who are angry on you. You are here to help those people who need your help. In
Yes.
expert secrets, even Russell Bronson mentioned that if you have a one skill, I'm not talking about multiple skills, but one skill, if you have, and if you expert that skill, then this is your duty to serve people. Yeah, this is not something you need to take it only to yourself. This is to your duty, and this is your universal duty to find those people who need your help. If they are not able to come to you, you need to go to them, right? So if someone is waiting for somewhere in the corner in the different part of the world, so this is your duty to go to them and wake them up. Okay, are you having this kind of problems? I'm here to help, right? These are the stuff, every day, I feel, and I'm motivating myself most of the times because of these situations. Because once you start helping one guy, or two people, three people, and I know I have a bunch of people who are backing me up, because I got so many good mentors, I can say that. I don't know, they know me I never told them that they are my mentors, but it's like they are good people. Their journey has been inspirational for me. They are like, they cross so much limiting belief in their life, right? So if they can do it, then why can't we do it?
Yes.
Get the motivation from the same community. The same thing which I mentioned, that community has to be strong.
Yes. So next thing is like, what is your biggest dream in life? That we want to know. Yes.
Financial goal or any other goal? I have so many goals in the future. Definitely, I made a couple of big goals in terms of financial goals and in terms of mental goal as well. Obviously, financial freedom, which I am always driving to have maximum time I want to spend with my family. Obviously, that is something which I have, because uh, I do not want it to I do not want my son grow when I'm absent, right? So he's still like 3 years, so I got little bit time, but this is the best time I can spend with him. This is the journey which I wanted to live with him, right? So that is something which I wanted to clear out within like 5 6 months. So I wanted to reach that particular goal, to have a financial freedom. uh, Big goals in the future, in terms of finance, in terms of mental goal, I really wanted to do something good for people around me in terms of health, right? Because universe this is the universal situation, this is universal thing. Whatever you give away, you get it back, right? With the right intention. You think good, you get good.
Sorry. Sorry.
Have some water, have some water.
Yes. Yes. Just a second.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry for the interruption.
No, no, it's okay. Guys, sorry for this interruption.
So
Yes, he's back.
next thing that any final message that you that you would like to share with our audience?
Uh, I just give them a one simple tip because I've been watching your journey from last, for a long time. We've been connected with, I know we connected for a long time. So I really recommend people to stay in touch with you because the amount of energies and amounts of actions which you are taking. To be honest, I never did lives. I'm a little bit still scared of doing lives, right? And I think you reach like 55, more than 55 lives, right? This is
Yes.
something tremendous action, and I really, tell people who are in your community right now, who is your audience right now, please follow Manna ma'am, and these are the contents which she is making right now. You have no idea the amount of value she is making right now, and if you thoroughly go through all the content again when you have good time, you get a lot of value. In terms of marketing, when you starting out as a Facebook marketer or any marketer, make sure do not judge anyone initially. And I personally felt something in my initial time as well. When you have other people succeeding in front of you, right? You start feeling demotivated sometime, right? Guys, this is their journey. They are working, they are putting so much effort in their journey, and they are getting some good results. So they have a right to show off, or whatever we work on. If we call show off, it's show off, doesn't matter, right? They are sharing their success with the other people. But if you are not comfortable with that particular scenario, I have one tip for the time being. Like, for the time being, remove those people whose newsfeed you getting every single day on your wall, right? For the time being, I'm not saying you need to block them, but remove them for a while, because if you just remove them, so that will give you some fresh news every single day on your wall, and getting some good vibes as well to take more action for your journey, right? So I did that one, and but luckily, even after 1 month or 2 months, when I got the result, I reach out to those people and tell them, I did this kind of stuff. So don't no hard feeling about it, because you need to achieve your goals anyhow, right? You are here to make money. End of the day, you want to make money because you have a family to feed. You have to pay your bills, right? So end goal is always money. Obviously, you want to sell something to people, so you need a dedication as well, and your path has to be very clean and clear, right? Do not create any kind of, if you find any hurdles in between, make sure you remove them for a time being, at least, right? Because once you reach to stage from 0 to 1, that is thing you need to be there at least 0 to 1. Take one step. Once you reach to step 1, then it's easy for you, because now you know how to take another step. So one, first to second, second to third, third to fourth will be easy for you. But the hardest part is 0 to 1, right? So in that particular scenario, make sure you do not have any kind of hurdles or obstacles or something kind of in your journey, and stay focused. Do not get demotivated from your failures as well. If you fail something, uh, make sure you correct them. And one of the best thing which I learned from my own experience, do not change your strategies every single day, right? If you have a framework of like 5 or 6 steps, right? If you have a strategy of 5 to 6 steps, start working on them, implement 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps. And if you didn't get succeed, just realize what was the part, in what was the stage in that particular strategy was missing or wrong, right? Most of the people, what they do, they change the whole strategy. No, there was only one step was missing or maybe wrong. So just rectify that particular stage step, and again implement 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the way you are going to have your right framework of right strategy, right? Do not change your strategy every time again and again. This is something you should do. This is my own opinion, guys. Thank you.
Okay. So there is no more question from my side, and
Okay.
I think audience also not having any question. So thank you so much, Bhavin, for being here,
Thank
and
you very much,
you
ma'am.
shared, yeah, you shared a ton of golden nuggets with us today. So thank you so much, and
Thank you. Thank you
bye
very
bye.
much, ma'am.
Okay,
Bye.
thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
So thank you so much, guys, for joining in, and sorry for the interruption in between because I was not feeling well today. So sorry for that, and I hope you got a lot of value from Bhavin as well. So I will come again soon with some another expert who will share some more golden nuggets with you. So thank you so much. Bye bye. See you in the next interview.